What it do, what's happening? You are now tuned in, ear to the streets, January 29th. Let's get to it. This is part 2, numero dos, of our series breaking down the whole GameStop Reddit hedge fund fiasco. But before I continue, and I hate to be that guy, but I have to. Even though this is receiving a lot of media attention right now, I want to keep shit in perspective. This isn't some class revolution like it's being made out to seem. Remember, only 55% of Americans own stocks. Guess who's in that 45%? Poor people. Guess who's being hurt the most right now in the pandemic? Poor people. So, just a little perspective. Well, now that that's out the way, Wall Street, I'm back on your ass now, because there's some fishy shit going on, and we gotta get to the bottom of it. I'm telling you. Let's go on a journey. And it starts with Robinhood's business model and how they make money. The only reason Robinhood is as popular as it is today is because it was basically the first platform to offer free trades. But just like you will be a fool to use this lotion and think your ass ain't gonna be ashy as soon as you step outside, you will be a fool to think Robinhood isn't making money off of you somehow. Robinhood makes money by what's called a payment for order flow, which basically means when you make a trade on their platform, they don't technically fulfill the order, they just play middleman. You know that nigga that don't technically sell weed, but he always know where to find it? That's Robinhood. Now, a different company called a market maker actually fulfills the order and then pays Robinhood a finder's fee. Last year in the second quarter, Robinhood made 180 M's playing middleman. What's important here is who Robinhood is playing middleman for. And it's a company called the Citadel, which just so happens to be Robinhood's largest revenue maker. Now, the reason why the Citadel is also important is because they just invested $2.75 billion in a hedge fund called Melvin Capital, who just so happened to be one of the biggest losers from the GameStop fiasco. You see how shit getting a little tricky? Quick side note, and completely irrelevant, but I ain't never met a nigga named Melvin that I'd trust to leave my wallet unattended around. Take that how you want to. But anywho, back to what's important. When Robinhood stopped the buying of certain stocks yesterday, like GameStop and AMC, that's when shit started looking funny in the light. After all, if the Citadel, Robinhood's biggest revenue source, is all of a sudden invested in a hedge fund that's getting its ass whipped, what do you think the Citadel's priority is? To stop the fight. Not only did they stop the fight, they tried to change the rules mid-game. They didn't say you couldn't sell GameStop or AMC or any of that. They just said you couldn't buy it. But remember, when you short a stock, the only way you can make money is if the price drops. The only way a stock's price drops is if people sell it. The reality is that users aren't really Robinhood's customers. It's the market makers and hedge funds that they sell their trades to. They were getting beat at their game and were about to lose, so they pulled a few strings to extend the game to give them time to figure out a different strategy.
We're not ready to go yet. Is there any way you can send this thing into overtime? Yeah. No problem.
Now, I'm aware that Robinhood wasn't the only platform to do this, and every single platform that did deserves all the slander. Robinhood just so happened to catch a stray. This is really a systematic problem across all Wall Street. Now, I'm just using this specific Robinhood situation to point to a larger issue. And that's that, this GameStop fiasco is without a doubt a bubble. A bubble that's making a lot of people a lot of money. But that's how bubbles work. But eventually, that bubble's going to pop and somebody's going to be left shit out of luck with nothing. And as we've seen for years, as we see now, and as we'll continue to see, Wall Street's going to do whatever they can to make sure it's not them. Bubbles kind of work like casinos. And the house always wins. Now I'm gonna keep my ear to the streets. See y'all on Monday.